It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Not so much. We're going to drive out of this rain today. We're going to head over to, well, we're heading on our way back to Iowa, making a few stops along the way. First stop is Cuyahoga National Park. The rain is supposed to be stopped by the time we get there to that area, so hopefully we can enjoy that national park, and then we can move on further. But no, I'm going to go in here and get us a coffee real quick to just speed up things here this morning.
With the sound of rain tapping against the van and the highway already coming back to life around us, it wasn't exactly the kind of morning that makes us want to rush back on the road again.
Follow the road into the sky. Never let adventures pass you by. Be free and follow your crazy dreams. We're living our vision in the RV. Come ride with us and you'll be free.
So we spent the night at Love's last night. Stopped over and got fuel. The open roads discount was pretty good. That was over $1 discount again. That's the second time recently that we've had over $1 discount. Also, we were noticing this morning on our SunPass Pro transponder, for tolls, that does quite a few states across the country. We had a lot of charges, especially through Virginia when we were going to DC, and it's notorious for high toll charges. But we had a really high toll charge there. Michelle was looking and noticed that they charged us for 6 axles, and we only have 2 axles. 6 tires, but that's not the same, 2 axles. And we're always charged for 2 axles. She was just calling them to put in a dispute. We have an app, SunPass Pro app, and you can look on there to look at all your transactions. But just be sure you're looking at that to make sure you're getting charged the correct amounts.
I don't really know if we would have caught it otherwise, it being such a huge amount, because our SunPass Pro is replenished through our credit card.
Yeah.
And it just was like our credit card kept getting ding, 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 dinged.
Yeah.
And we're like, why is it so many amounts? And that's one thing led to another, and you just gotta kind of do a little research and dig, and it's like, what?
It automatically replenishes at $10 at a time when it's needed, and it had a bunch of charges. And the total charge was the toll charge was
$146.55.
Yeah, which we knew was like, whoa, we heard they're high up there, but
that's ridiculous.
And then I don't even know how long it would have took. I didn't even think about looking at the axles, but she caught it. High five to Michelle.
I'm a detailed person.
Sometimes, those gray, rainy travel days end up setting the perfect mood for what's ahead. So we pointed the van toward Cuyahoga Valley National Park, a place we had driven past before, but this time we were finally slowing down enough to see what was really there. Cuyahoga Valley feels different, almost hidden in plain sight. At first glance, it may not look like one of those big, dramatic national parks, but maybe that's what makes it so interesting. Because here, the beauty isn't always loud.
We just arrived at Cuyahoga National Park.
Kind of in between Cleveland and Akron, Ohio.
Yeah. We're in mid-afternoon. We thought we'd swing by and see what all we could see, and it's like 48 degrees. No sun. That sun sure would help.
Mm-hmm.
It's like there's
So-
a trail that goes up there.
Yeah, there's the visitor center right there.
RV parking over there. Come over here. Don't speed because there's a cop there. Cuyahoga National Park. Now they do have a train ride.
Before we started chasing waterfalls, trails, and old railroad tracks through Cuyahoga Valley, we made our first stop at the Boston Mill Visitor Center. And in a park that feels a little different from the big, dramatic national parks out west. This place helps you understand what makes Cuyahoga Valley special. It's not just a place to grab a map or ask a few questions. It's where the story of the valley starts to come together, and the small towns that shaped this landscape long before it became Ohio's only national park. Boston Mill now serves as the main front door to Cuyahoga Valley National Park.
We just missed the last train of the day about 15 minutes ago. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to drive to some of the sites that you can kind of see quickly. And then I think we're going to stay here and take the train tomorrow. We should probably go see if we can't get tickets for that before we go any further.
I just ordered our tickets for the train for tomorrow. We were going to try to just get through and do this today, but looks like we're going to stay at a Cracker Barrel here tonight, and then we'll come back tomorrow and do the train. There's different train rides that you can get. We're doing what's called the Express, a little over 2 hours. The website to get your tickets ahead of time, because they do sell out, is cvsr.org. Again, that's cvsr.org. Just make sure you get your tickets ahead of time. We're doing the 10 a.m. and it says to make sure you get there 30 to 45 minutes prior.
We're at Brandywine Falls. There's nowhere really to park an RV here. If you have a van like ours, you can hang over. You fit that way, but not anything bigger. It is chilly. Can you tell?
It's well, and it's the wind. Really.
The parking lot's right there, and I don't believe it's very far of a walk.
And they said it was like a boardwalk.
That's kind of nice.
Brandywine Falls is one of those places that first pulls you in with the sound of the water. But the longer you stand here, the more you realize this waterfall was never just scenery. Early settlers saw something different in these falling waters. They saw power. In 1814, George Wallace built a sawmill near the top of the falls, using the power of the rushing water to help shape one of the earliest communities in the Cuyahoga Valley. Soon after, grist and woolen mills followed, and the village of Brandywine began to grow around the sound of moving water. Today, much of that village is gone. What's left is the waterfall, the gorge, and a quiet reminder that this place was once more than a scenic overlook.
Oh, my love, you're such a fragile thing, I know. And with the winter comes, yes, the snow, but I'm here to hold. No, my love, don't worry about the cold just yet. The trees haven't started to shed. Just feel the summer sun as it warms our bed.
Well, I stand corrected. I don't think he was supposed to park there, but he made it work.
Crank up the heat.
Yeah.
It's chilly. It says it's 55. It don't feel now 55.
No, the mist and the wind make it colder.
We are heading to Bridal Veil Falls, which is 9 miles from where we were just now. Brandywine Falls, what we just saw, that's pretty much the granddaddy of them all here in this park. It's supposed to be over 100 waterfalls, like, you know, small ones, of course. But that was the grandpappy.
I liked how we were able to get so close to it.
Yeah, that was really neat to get that close, for sure.
All right, we're at Bridal Veil Falls parking lot here. This is supposed to be one of the easiest hikes in the park. Said it takes you 5 to 10 minutes to get to it. When you come in the parking lot here, you may think it's that right there, that trail, but it's not. You look back towards the road, there's a sign right below the stop sign. It says the trail is straight across over there.
Bridal Veil Falls may not be the tallest or most famous waterfall in the Cuyahoga Valley area, but there's something about this place that feels peaceful the moment you step onto the trail.
Enjoying this weather?
No.
No? Why not?
Tucked into the trees, the falls appear, not as one massive drop, but as a soft, layered cascade spilling over the rock like its name suggests, a bridal veil. What makes this place easy to miss is also what makes it special.
Take me high.
This is Station Road Bridge. Find out what the history is to this.
Station Road Bridge is one of those places in Cuyahoga Valley National Park where the layers of the valley all seem to meet. By the early 1880s, this area had already become an important crossroads. The Valley Railway opened nearby in 1880, helping move milk, cheese, lumber, and other goods out of the valley. And by 1882, this wrought iron bridge crossed the Cuyahoga River, giving people access to the Ohio and Erie Canal. But what makes this bridge interesting is not just its age. The bridge is made of wrought iron, but instead of being riveted together like many later metal bridges, it was pinned together more like an old wooden covered bridge. So in a way, Station Road Bridge stands right between the past and what was coming next. We've heard a lot about the Cuyahoga Valley Scenic Railroad, and honestly, we came into this thinking it might be one of the highlights of the park.
We spent the night last night at a local Cracker Barrel and made our reservations to get on the train here this morning. So we got up bright and early.
Zero dark 30.
Zero dark 30.
That sun was,
yeah.
There was no sun, but it was actually light.
So we're going to take this scenic train. Hopefully it'll be scenic. There is an oversized parking lot. Instead of turning in here, you go down there and turn to your left. But we were able to fit in a single spot by backing over. It said to make sure you're here 30 to 45 minutes before your boarding time. We weren't sure what traffic would be like, if there was an accident or whatever, so we made sure we came early.
I got my.
Yep, it's COR. Well, thankfully, this lady asked what our tickets were. We got a board way, way down here, clear to the end. Not these people, but way past them.
The yellow dot guy.
This is where we board. Our tickets were Silver Bronco. And that's why we have to board clear down here.
Why is it always the men with the shorts?
I'm not alone.
Crazy. People are crazy.
Smart.
No.
Silver Bronco 3D.
Yep, heavy door.
Silver Bronco, 3D and 3A. They'll be up by the window, he said.
1,
So right up there is the numbers.
3. You must be over there. I'm over here.
3D and 3A. I'm just glad to be out of that cold air.
I know.
Choo choo.
The two main things is we do have a restroom in this car. It's down that little corridor, second door on the right. And then we also have a cafe car, drinks, popcorn, snacks, stuff like that, souvenirs. And that's 2 cars that direction. You can get up anytime you want.
A train ride through a national park sounds pretty hard to beat. And to be fair, there is something nostalgic about it. The sound of the tracks, the old rail cars, the idea of slowing down and seeing the valley from a different point of view. But to be honest, for us, the ride itself wasn't quite as scenic as we expected. A lot of the ride was either wooded or neighborhood views, a little less dramatic than what we had pictured in our minds. And after reading other reviews, it sounds like we're not the only ones who felt that way. Some people absolutely love the experience for the history, the train ride, and the slower pace, while others come in expecting big national park views and leave feeling a little overwhelmed. So maybe the key is setting the right expectation. If you're coming for a relaxing train ride, a bit of nostalgia, and a unique way to move through the park, you'll probably enjoy it. But if you're expecting sweeping overlooks, constant river views, or non-stop scenery, this may not be the part of Cuyahoga Valley that impresses you the most. For us, we're still glad we experienced it.
say, since we can't get to the van because the train's in the way, you know, I guess we could walk all the way around it, but I was gonna say, it gives us an excuse to go grab something to eat up here.
Yeah, there's like a couple restaurants. I think she even said a couple gift shops.
Yeah, there is that one that opens it. It opened at 10, remember? We didn't get in there.
Yeah.
But as far as this scenic train ride, it's not very scenic, really.
No.
And we read a review just a little bit ago about even the 4-hour one, and they said it wasn't that scenic either. I mean, the people on it are very, very nice.
Very nice. And they are knowledgeable when they come by and talk, but it's not like a continuous history at all.
No.
And I mean, if you want a train experience, it's good for that.
So you've got this gift shop we can go in, or should we? Let's just go grab something to eat.
Okay.
You've got Winking Lizard Tavern. We saw another one in town, so it's more of a chain. And then right across the street over here, you have Fisher's, which is more of a local place. And there's the train back there, so that gives you an idea how far it is to walk. Let's go check it out. Oh, I see desserts. Breakfast on this side. Dinner, eggplant fries.
Yeah.
Still got some breading on it, but you gotta give it a... Oh, probably have to take the lid off that first. Yeah.
That was cucumber wasabi, so be careful.
Oh. Are you say wasabi? Oh. You don't like wasabi.
That has a kick.
A little. French onion
Got
soup.
French onion.
Or clam chowder.
Some folks chase things they can't hold. We chase sunsets and stories told. No big house, no picket fence, just a front row seat to the road ahead. A little less stuff and a lot more life. Living our vision with my best friend by my side. Yeah, a little less stuff and a lot more life. Living our vision with my best friend by my side.